Watch Thomas Berry on the left, Eric Hawkins on your right. We'll figure out who won game number 1 or what game we are in here.
Yeah, I can't imagine that the score is 0-0 right now.
Looks like Hawkins up a game. Thomas is on 5. He's cracked to the top. He's got a Glistener Elf. For Hawkins, he has a Plains and a Swords to Plowshares right now, saying if you have a Daze, you better cast it, which he, to be fair, does have.
Yep.
So there's Daze. We will go back to Barry, and Hawkins is dead.
We're all done here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Eric is going to have just 1 infect.
I like how the judge put that infect counter just right in the middle of the battlefield.
Got to let him know.
Just boom, smack dab.
Yeah. You have 1 infect, whether you like it or not. Inkmoth Nexus pass the turn back. Hawkins will draw. It's funny because Eric actually could die next turn.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Quite unlikely with his opponent mulliganing and not having a whole ton of resources to work with.
A Chrome Mox? All right. In the sideboard?
1 sideboarded Chrome Mox.
I've seen it all.
Sometimes you got to keep up.
I have seen it all now this weekend. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Ooh.
A new one.
Here's a new one.
Sanctum Prelate. We will take a look at it. It's from Conspiracy.
Get this one on the screen for us.
It's a nice little magic card. We're going to see what card number Eric is going to choose. But as we take a look at the Sanctum Prelate, it's a 2/2 human cleric. As it enters the battlefield, choose a number. Non-creature spells with converted mana cost equal to the chosen number can't be cast. Eric is asking for the Oracle text on Invigorate right now. Smart. Because if Thomas Berry draws another one, Eric's dead. So that is a really good choice. Assuming he chooses the number 3.
Well, Eric does have the option to block that Glistener Elf.
Oh, it's about the Inkmoth Nexus, man.
But there is an Inkmoth Nexus.
Good choice. Draw. Blossoming Defense. All right. We have a game on our hands. Let's see how it unfolds. Tropical Island. For Thomas Berry, an Invigorate, a Blossoming Defense, and a Dispel, I believe, in hand.
Yeah, and Thomas is considering, does he want to just send the Glistener Elf in here, see if his opponent blocks? This is a trade he's willing to make. He loses a pump spell, but it unlocks a different pump spell that's in his hand.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to go back over to Hawkins. He'll draw.
Hawkins' hand looks stacked here.
He's got some copies of Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, as long as he can live, two more turns, he should be able to turn the corner and just take over this game.
Here's Stoneforge, trigger. Perhaps Jite. Yes. And now Mother of Runes. He's tapped out.
The coast is clear.
Anything could happen.
Can Barry peel another pump spell?
Crows and Grip. Someone actually missed. I didn't think it would happen all weekend.
It does take care of the Jite.
True.
If he draws another land.
Very true. I would have bet it all he was going to peel and Invigorate there. All right, fire up. Coming in the air. Hawkins up to 2 infect.
I think we need to get that infect counter back in the middle of the battlefield.
Let it loom over the game.
Where it belongs.
Yeah. Hawkins will draw for the turn. Again, we know he's got Jeté in his hand. He also has a Sanctum Prelate, another Stoneforge Mystic as well, and a Flicker Wisp, which might be the route he wants to go.
Yeah, you can flicker one of his own lands to leave himself with the Swords to Plowshares available to him.
No swords in hand at this
Oh,
point.
I'm sorry. Then that's probably not the best option.
I wouldn't do that, no.
But getting the flyer on the board is good.
It's a good spot for the flyer. He's just going to pass the turn back, though. Blighted Agent, which is actually another good one.
A little bit awkward. All of these cards are a little bit awkward for Thomas.
A little choked up on mana right now. Going to fire Pink Moth Nexus again. Attack. All right, take it. Pass the turn. Hawkins on Barry's end step. He will activate the Stoneforge Mystic, put the GT in play. Now we head back over to Eric. Eric will draw. Plains.
Yeah, and I said if Eric got 2 more turns, I expected him to lock up the game. He's gotten those 2 turns. I think that this is going to be over quite fast.
Pretty close. He is pretty close to locking this. You see Barry's going to take a look at GT. A lot of relevant text on that one. The most important in this matchup, though, is being able to give a creature -1/-1 until end of turn.
Yeah. And if Eric doesn't use those counters, when Barry peels his 3rd land, that split second on the Corrosion Grip is going to take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, the blue cards in Barry's hand right now, it's actually the new art for Force of Will. So not a Dispel, and then a Blighted Agent to go along with Corrosion Grip and Invigorate. So this one's not over yet. It's a weird-looking game, but this one's not over yet, even though there are counters on the GT. Hawkins has to decide now if he actually wants to play this other copy of Stoneforge Mystic, or if he wants to leave mana up to potentially try to bluff something, or if he'd like to move the equipment over.
Yeah, he's going to get on the board here. I'd be surprised if he didn't deploy the 2nd Stoneforge Mystic. And I'm surprised.
All right, Gataxian Probe. Now we get to learn a little bit more about Eric Hawkins' hand at the cost of 2 life. Sanctum Prelate, Flicker Wisp, Stoneforge Mystic. So now we know that.
A big draw step here.
Daze ain't it.
Daze is not it.
I needed to land there really bad. It's risky business.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Hawkins, I'll take it.
I'm not in love with that line of play.
I don't like this.
You know, Hawkins is happy to take the 1, and then at the end of the turn, while it's still a creature, then he'll try to kill it.
Mm-hmm. The best time to interact with Infect is on the end step.
Yeah, yeah. Eric's not going to let himself get blown out by a couple of pump spells.
Yeah. Now, not only does that kill an Inkmoth Nexus, but that's 1 less land now for Thomas Berry. Yeah. And now, yeah, Eric is free to say, I'm going to go after that Glistener Elf. If you want to use a free pump spell, by all means.
Yeah. No problem if you do it now.
Yep. And now this is Eric Hawkins' game to lose.
Oh, yeah.
He could not be in better shape with an active Jite, a Sanctum Prelate on the way. We'll see what number he wants to name. But first, a Force of Will says you don't get to name a number at all. So Prelate is taken care of, but Force of Will does not stop the Stoneforge Mystic that's carrying the Umezawa's Jite.
Hi-ya! Get him for 1.
2 counters on the Jite. Here's another copy of Mother of Runes. And pass the turn back. Will Hawkins over to Barry. Barry going to draw. He's found another Glistener Elf. Not so much.
Yeah, that's a disappointing draw.
You're so modest.
All right, Mr. Phillips, how would you describe that draw step?
Horrible. Truly horrible. Rashad and Port. Okay. Well,
Just to make sure.
Shake Shack is still open, so that's good. Hopefully there's not a long line, because we're just about done here. Port and GT going to close the door in this game. This is how Death and Taxes wants to play every game. Make sure you can't do anything. I think we're going to see Flicker Wisp maybe. It's going to be Stoneforge instead. Eric will search.
So you're going to get the sword? Yes.
Sword of Fire and Ice.
Oh, we don't pronounce the W?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not pronounce the W? Sword. Maybe second guess myself.
Yeah, I like it when you take me seriously sometimes. And it's just always a mistake.
Yeah. Egregious error on my end.
Outplayed again, Mr. Phillips.
Not sure what I was thinking. Here's a sword. Now I'm just going to be doing this the rest of the weekend, like a buffoon. Here we go. Here's an attack. It's going to be for a lot. I can tell you that much. With the sword trigger, the GT pumps, all that good stuff.
It's going to be more than enough to win the game here.
Yeah, it should be. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sword trigger upstairs to you, and that will do it. Eric Hawkins going to win this match here over Thomas Berry. 2-0. Death and Taxes will take care of Infect. And for Eric Hawkins, a player who was on the outside looking in for the Players' Championship last year, unfortunately, he is 6-1-1 with Death and Taxes.
Yep.
I like what I see with this